Those widows, boys and ghouls, how are we all doing? This was meant to be a Paranormal Sins video. You know, the fart counter and the green text and funny. But unfortunately, Paranormal Sins videos don't do very well on this channel. So I thought, hey, why not try to maximize what I'm doing with Paranormal Sins? Not call the video Paranormal Sins, do a Sam and Colby reaction video with the sin counter. Maybe hit the algorithm a bit better, get more eyes onto the Paranormal Sins content. Because, you know, it's a bit of a parody, bit of satire. But, you know, if you're going to put videos online, you got to take criticism on the chin. I spent hours yesterday because the Paranormal Sins videos actually take a long time for me to make. So I'm going to open up my editing software now, and I'm going to show you why Sam and Colby, or specifically why Sam and Colby's management company, I think they're a management company, I don't know, because their information is a bit vague online. So, Spotter3 are, it seems to be Sam and Colby's management company that have issued copyright claims and strikes for basically anyone that only speaks negative about them. So, first of all, fair usage summary goes something like this. Fair use is a legal doctrine that allows limited use of copyright material without permission from the copyright owner, typically for purposes such as criticism or commentary, news reporting, teaching or education, research or scholarship, parody or satire. Now, research or scholarship doesn't fall under my umbrella at all. Parody and satire do, criticism and commentary do. News reporting, not always. Teaching and education, yeah, sometimes I cover teaching and education. How did they fake this? This is what it could be. This spirit box doesn't work because of X, Y, Z. Purpose and character of the use. Is it transformative? Adds new meaning, message, or purpose? Well, I do that every time I say, you, Sam and Colby, are as fake as can be. I'm adding a new meaning, message, or purpose there because I'm showing your idiot audience that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and all you're doing is creating this high energy, hard cut, pretend ghost shit and trying to convince them it's real, and then silencing anyone that says, actually, it's not. Or is it just a copy? Absolutely not. Commercial users are far more scrutinized. Yeah, but I'm not using commercial users here. We're using YouTube, where this is allowed. There's a brief little summary there, and I definitely fall into the qualifier of fair usage of purpose and character of the use. Is it transformative, adds a new meaning, message, or purpose? Or is it just a copy? Well, it's not just a copy, and I'll explain and show you why. This is my editing software, DaVinci Resolve, and it's going to look a little squashed up because I use this on the ultra-wide monitor normally, and I've got more windows and stuff open. Got my little intro there, and then there's a clip of something funny that happens later in the video to hook in the viewer. A little transition, stinger, talking more, and then introduce the sin counter. Then we get to Sam and Colby's video. Now, this you will notice... Right, I'm going to mute this. This you will notice is a still image. I'm just talking over a still image, describing the sin counter, popping the number in for the first sin because of the hair. Fuck 'em. And then the footage plays. Now, this is important. Do you see that big black square around their footage? Well, I've heavily edited and transformed that section, haven't I? Do you see the difference in colour? Look how bright and vibrant theirs is. And then the sepia tone, and if we watch it like this, the film grain, you can see this black line that's bouncing about all over the place. That, all of that editing there, my webcam being over the top, the sin counter being over the top, the filter, the colour changes, all changes this video enough to fall within fair usage. And then a still image, me talking over the top of it, and then bang, I talk over the top of them. There's that weird orange filter again. So while the video's playing, look at the pitch. -2, -8, semitones and cents. I've changed the sound of their video to comply with fair usage and copyright. And still, Spotter_3 has copyright claimed this, so any of the ad revenue goes to Sam and Colby. Do you know what? If it was like if you use music, you get a 50-50 split. I can understand that. It's not what's happened here. It is just completely a you have used our video. Now, copyright law is copyright law. Whichever country you're in, it'll have its small variations. but it is the law. It is not decided by YouTube. It is not decided by Pound Shop Fallout Boy, and it is not decided by Spotter_3. It is decided by the law. It'll be fought in a court of law should somebody ever take these idiots to court. And somebody is going to at some point, because you can't keep doing this. You can't keep silencing critics because you don't like what a critic has said. It's cowardly. I'll take you back in time, back to a much younger, beardless me. Somebody says to me, hey, have you heard of this thing called Napster? Ooh, you can get free music. And I was like, ooh, that sounds pretty cool, but I'm a musician. Seems kind of scummy, really, but hey, pretty cool. And then you take out your favourite CD from the CD case, you realise all the little teeth inside have broke, your CD's been sliding around in the car. Ah, that's scratched to shit, it don't work. Ah, man. I loved Metallica and Justice for All. You know what? I could actually just download it off this site. I've already paid for it once, I'm not buying it again. And then Metallica, or specifically Lars Ulrich, went, F that, people are not allowed our music for free, and I am not slating Metallica for it. And they basically shut Napster down. It was huge news, and Lars Ulrich was ultimately portrayed as this villain for doing it. But people are stealing their content. They spend millions making an album. They spend millions then advertising that album, touring that album, and then people can just go online and be like, I'll have that. Click. I mean, it's not as prevalent now, but this is the first major case of copyright I remember. And I still think Lars Ulrich was right to do what he did. You can't just take somebody's work for free without adding anything to it and give it away to people or sell it to people. But there's a big difference between ripping somebody's music, uploading it, and then selling it or giving it free for people to download so they don't have to buy or watch the original content. That is wrong. But that's not what debunkers are doing. That's not what reaction channels are doing. What they are doing is looking at content, highly editing it, forming an opinion, giving constructive criticism, or educating. All of these things that sit within fair usage, all to be silenced because Sam and Colby and their management company now don't seem to like reaction content. But that seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Why would they not like reaction content when Sam and Colby have a reaction channel with 2.29 million subscribers? What's up, guys? Sam and Colby. On this channel, we react to haunted, scary exploration videos. Isn't that what you have just stopped me doing? Isn't that what your management company have just stopped me doing? Reacting to haunted, scary exploration videos? Why is it fine for you to do it, but the second me and Mythos saying something, because you know we're not supporters of yours, copyright. And you can't even sit there with the whole, oh man, it's theft of our original content, bro. Because that's what you're doing by your own definition with having a reaction channel. Second to that, your Conjuring House fiasco probably wouldn't have got nowhere near the amount of views that it did without the debunkers, without the criticism, without myself, Mythos and the others all sparking up like, hey, this ain't real. I think these guys are being conned. You guys weren't in the firing line for it. Cody and Satori were. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe that you were in a room with those two people and couldn't work out what we could all work out through a video. I refuse to believe it. Because since that, what have you learned, really? Nothing. You're still going to every haunted location, screaming, shouting, and jumping about and fucking crying for no reason. The whole thing in your car.
Why you gotta behave like that, bro?
I'm sorry, bro. Is this the end of Sam and Colby? The internet fucking explodes, and I'm like, this is a lie. This is a lie. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. In a couple of weeks, they'll do a separate investigation each, and that'll be the big split up. And that's exactly what happened. They messed with their audience's emotions. They lied to their audience. I brought out a video about it, about how they were going to do it, and I was correct. Mythos brings out a commentary video, a reaction video. Doesn't even call Sam and Colby fake. He has a go at somebody that's working with Sam and Colby for basically leading Sam and Colby down the garden path again. I don't think that's the case. I think they're happy for people to use his dead grandmother so he could bring on the waterworks because he is a little bitch. That guy has been crying professionally for about 10 years. Grow up. You're nearly 30 years of age. Yes, I am pissed off because of all of the people to hit me with copyright, somebody with a reaction channel is absolutely taking the piss. Now, back in the day, I got hit by copyright with the twins. They gave up on that when they, you bring out a few videos saying, hey, this is wrong. You can't do it because of this, and this. Smug Puppy actually emailed me at one point apologising for the copyright because he realised he was in error of what he did. He didn't say that he was outright lying by saying I used his entire video when I didn't. I chopped out all the boring bits, which meant I used about 2 minutes of his footage. Most of my copyright claims I have managed to overturn. Over the 3 years, I've had 3 copyright strikes, but they weren't all at the same time, so my channel wasn't in danger. And YouTube have this knee-jerk reaction to copyright. They understand fair usage. They understand copyright law. But because of what happened with Metallica that I was talking about earlier, where Metallica were like, yeah, fuck you, Napster, we're suing you, and Napster getting taken down, YouTube always side with the complainant. And the complainant is always these whiny bitches that don't like what you're saying about them. I haven't taken their full video and uploaded it in its entirety and not said a word over it. So, going back to the Metallica Napster thing, what YouTube did was there were people recording, say, full episodes of, we'll use Gordon Ramsay's cooking stuff. I don't know, I don't watch it. Because if somebody spoke to me like that in the kitchen, I'd probably hit them in the head with a frying pan. There are going to be utensils flying at you at high velocity. So, people are uploading full episodes to YouTube, sitting back and just watching the ad revenue roll in, and then some TV exec somewhere said, you can't do that, YouTube, we're going to sue the shit out of you. And YouTube went, oh crap, so what we're going to do is we're going to put these terms of service in place. And these terms of service are to stop YouTube being sued, not the content creator. Content creators can take as many risks as they want. YouTube ultimately have gone, that ain't on us. That is them, sue them. And that's fair enough. But it was designed for people uploading or just ripping entire episodes of things and uploading it in its entirety without the proper, basically stealing somebody's work and claiming it as your own. It's the modern equivalent of Napster stealing Metallica albums. And I support that. If somebody takes your full video, re-uploads it like it's their own, and slightly changes their channel name to earn ad revenue off the things that you have made, copyright strike them, by all means. I probably wouldn't because I don't care that much. However, that's not what I did. That's not what Mythos has done. That's not what any of the other debunkers have done when they make their videos. They pause often, they discuss, they analyse, they break down. It ain't easy shit. It's like, oh, you're just stealing our content. No, we're not. But for a channel that has a reaction channel with 2.29 million subscribers to do it, Jesus. But the thing is, this was happening before this company took over. Now, I put my argument forward to YouTube because they claimed, fuck it, do you know what? I don't care if I get in trouble. I'll show you. So, this video cannot be monetized. The copyright claims on your video don't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. The copyright claims on your video don't affect your channel. There are no visibility restrictions. But it can't be monetized. Or it is monetized, but it all goes to Sam and Colby. What it actually goes to is Spotter 3 on behalf of Sam and Colby. Look at what they've claimed. That there, 4 seconds of footage. That 4 seconds of footage there is where I changed the pitch, where there was a black border around the video, where my webcam is overlaid, where there's text on the screen. 4 seconds of footage. The very first frame I used of their video. And they've claimed that. The weird thing is that Spaghetti alla Paranormale has reacted to the same video. Yet, nothing has happened to him. Is it because he's a smaller creator with less reach? Have you hit me this hard for every second of the footage I've used of Sam and Colby because I've got a voice and because I am showing the truth? This entire nearly 7-minute section they've claimed there, the whole block, even though I paused numerous times through it, discuss, break down and analyse. And in that bigger section of their footage, I sped up the footage 150%. So they talk quicker, the footage is just flying past quicker. I mock in normal time. What Spotter 3 have done there, on behalf of Sam and Colby, is abuse the copyright system to silence a critic. So now what happens? I can't use Sam and Colby footage at all anymore by the look of it, because I will be unfairly copyright claimed or struck. I think Mythos was actually struck while he was on holiday, right, and then fought it. I fought this, I did the first part, and I explained that my video was all of the things that you need for copyright. You know, it's the same copy and paste thing that I've done every time I get copyright claimed, and I've won. I send that, and then they still maintain that I haven't abided by copyright. So I can trim out the segment and turn what's about 35 minutes of video into about 6 minutes of video that doesn't show Sam and Colby. It'll just be fart noises and me giggling. Now I could appeal this again. Appeal the rejected dispute decision. If you believe you have the rights to the content, the claimant will review your appeal within 7 days. Rejected appeals may result in a copyright strike. And this is where the problem is. Sam and Colby are millionaires. Their management company is being instructed by millionaires. If I take this a step further and I get a copyright strike, the only way out of that is for me to fight it in court. I don't have the money to fight these in court. Ultimately, they're breaking terms of service as far as I can tell, and they are abusing the copyright law. They are abusing the YouTube copyright system because they know as soon as we read that rejected appeals will result in a copyright strike, we're out. It's not worth it. Absolutely shocking. Shocking. And this, Beardos, Weirdos, Balls and Ghouls, this has got nothing to do with how much footage is used. This has got nothing to do with that. This is because I am critiquing their work. I am calling out their bullshit is why these guys have silenced me, or why they've hidden behind their management company to silence me. They released Mythos' video. They haven't touched Spaghetti alla Paranormale. And they're happy for me to put my video out, but they need the ad revenue. Well, you ain't fucking getting it. I'm not putting that video out. Well, I will. I'll just edit it even more. So, I am going to attempt to re-edit that Paranormal Sins video. I'm gonna flip the image of all of their content that's in motion. I'm gonna drop the pitch of them speaking even more and see how I get away with that. Because Spaghetti alla Paranormale changed their pitch and flipped the image and has gotten away with it. And more power to him. So what I'm going to play you now is something from Spaghetti alla Paranormale. So now we're going to react to a little piece at the end of Spaghetti alla Paranormale's Sam and Colby video, because I think this is important.
Mythos fought back, and of course he won. But this is something more serious. Kate Pye with style of Sam and Colby. Samuele and Colberto. Gotta be careful with names these days. Don't want the real Sam and Colby to send me a copyright strike. Speaking of strikes, let's talk about something serious for a moment. Recently, Mythos posted a reaction video to these guys, and guess what? He got hit with a copyright strike. Even Beardo mentioned it.
It was a strike.
The big channels skate by without trouble, but the smaller ones, they get silenced.
Well, turns out I was wrong there, because they've gone for me harder. They haven't issued a strike, which is interesting. Are they worried that I'll take them to court if they were to have struck me?
Discouraged and effectively told to shut up. Mythos fought back, and of course he won. But this is something more serious. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? It's a tactic straight out of the old fascist playbook. Back in Mussolini's Italy, dissent was crushed, critics silenced, and control was maintained by stamping out opposing voices, often through intimidation and legal tricks. And here's the kicker: the right to satire and...
Ooh, does sound very familiar. It sounds like our floppy-head overlords and their bullshit management company, right?
critique is protected under the Italian constitution, Article 21 to be exact. I believe that in other countries is the same as well. And by other country I mean United States of America and United Kingdom in
He is 100% correct.
this specific case. Going back to Article 21 of the Italian Constitution, it says everyone has the right to freely express their thoughts through speech, writing, and any other means, including satire. So when this...
Oh, is it not satirical for me to watch a ghost video, laugh at them, and then put fart sounds over the top of it to say, that's wrong, I don't like that, that's fake, That's stupid.
Copyright strikes are used to mute criticism. It's not just bad manners, it's eerily reminiscent of fascist censorship tactics. Of course, we're not here to start a political
I think I've just got my video title. Sam and Colby are fascists.
revolution. Just to remind you that questioning and laughing at what's absurd is not just allowed, it's essential, because without critique, without satire, we might as well be living in a silent, ghostly island, but with less fun and more fear. So,
If you can't form an opinion and voice that opinion on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, in real life, because it's getting to a point where you can't say certain things in real life, and I'm not talking about the really offensive, nasty shit, but people getting sued over stupid things, that's where this is heading. And YouTube don't help things because of this knee-jerk reaction to what happened with Metallica and Napster decades ago. Now, Sam and Colby may say something along the lines of, "This impacted my pocket, bro." You're a millionaire. Are you really worried by somebody with nearly 60,000 subscribers turning a few eyes to you that may go, "I think these guys might be full of crap"? Is that really impacting your pocket that much? Whereas for me, a Paranormal Sins video doesn't do so well. So financially, they're not even worth me making a lot of the time, but I still do them because my audience like them. But I was like, oh, I've got this cool title. Sam and Colby, I'll never forgive you for this. Because there was a moment in the video where they jump scared the shit out of me. I took off out of my chair. It was clickbaity, but I did it right at the beginning of the video, so you see exactly what I don't forgive them for right at the beginning, and then say, yeah, I've just clickbaited. Welcome to Paranormal Sins. And my audience will get the joke of clickbait as well. But now nobody is allowed to see that because that 4 seconds of jump scare was copyright claimed. So even if I included just that 4 seconds in this video, which is going to be probably 20 minutes long by the time I finish ranting, they could claim every single penny from this video for 4 seconds of footage because they don't like what I say. I refuse to believe that Sam and Colby are unaware of what their management company is doing. Spot3 took down my Mr. Beast video. Who is Spot3? He has taken down mine and several other videos about Mr. Beast. Could he be a digital enforcer?
Strange thing happened to me.
I'm not going to play this guy's video. He probably won't copyright claim or strike me, but, you know, better not. Spot3, who are you and why do you want to get me copyrighted? So, let's look at the transcript. Strange thing happened to me recently. I had my first copyright strike. Now that might seem strange for a channel as small as mine with just over 200 subscribers. Getting a copyright strike, and what was more news about this copyright strike was it was from somebody called Spotter3. Or Spotter Encore. He's like this _3, claiming copyright on Mr. Beast content. Now in the video it was about Mr. Beast. It was his recent allegations. Oh dear, so you spoke in a negative manner about Mr. Beast, and a management company has unfairly used the copyright system. My Mr. Beast video got taken down. Spotter3. Hey Spotter3, like my new video. Spotter3 reported my video for copyright. Please watch out for Spotter3 if you have any Mr. Beast videos taken down. It's weird that I can't find the management company though, right? Because the top things are that taken down. What's new in Spotter3 that's not got the underscore, which is about computing? Stain remover? I mean, Spotter3, if you're a stain remover, stay away from Sam and Colby, they'll disappear. This is how Spotter3 most bought Mr. Beast's videos. What?
It's around $700 million.
Okay, $700 million to individual creators. So I think you bought all of Mr. Beast videos.
Yes.
So this is Spotter3. He is buying videos and channels to earn off those videos and channels, and then smashing people for copyright to earn more money. You appear to me, from what this video says, to be some guy that makes no content of your own. You're just rich, buy the rights to people's content, and then claim everything off everyone, and you don't give a shit about the law because you're rich enough to take everyone to court. I wonder how many more channels and older videos he is going to buy the rights to just to copyright claim and strike people. And I wonder how fast it is going to be before somebody takes him to court, because it looks like everything he's doing is illegal. And I wonder how fast people like Sam and Colby and Mr. Beast will drop him when their names start getting dragged through the mud. Anyway, do please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. I know it's a rant video, but rich, greedy bastards robbing from small creators whilst complaining about being robbed is an absolute mockery. Absolute mockery. Please go and check out Spaghetti alla Paranormale. He's a very small channel. He's a debunker. He uses a lot of common sense and a lot of humour. He needs the support because, you know, Sam Colby might even hit him before he even gets monetized. Much love to you all. Beardo out.